Alright, honestly, I probably could have put this out, like, several months ago, like last fall even. That's how long I've had, like, a lot of the stuff recorded. It was from, like, August and October. I was moving for about a month and a half. I was kind of staying over at a relative's place while we kind of had our stuff sorted out, moving out of my homestay and figuring out where we were going to move to. It was like a whole thing, so I wasn't able to access my console for that time. But yeah, even with that, and like moving in back in October, it still kind of took a while to get to this, considering the subject matter kind of hit a bit close to home, you know, like involving certain subject matter, like dead relatives and stuff like that the characters themselves are going through, so it's kind of like, yeah, it took a while to kind of get to it for that reason, I guess, among other things. You know, here it is now. Got the clips all edited together. So yeah, enjoy the second story arc of, I guess more like second saga of New Genesis. Enjoy.
I didn't know you were here.
Giving Gara the full report?
Yeah, lots of new developments to tell Dad about. This ride sure has been pretty hectic. And it all started with this fight right here. Aelio, Ritem, Kavaris, Stia. We fought dolls everywhere. Then we battled the dark falls Zephedo created. And even Zephedo himself. From there, we faced Vile and the Starless. And the only reason we've won all these fights is you.
I wouldn't say the only reason.
That's fair. We've all contributed. But we're still not done fighting. We need to prepare ourselves for whatever might come next. Oh, that reminds me. Rikul, Ruka, and the other recruits are official members of ARCS now. You should see how excited they are. They're all, we're gonna bring peace to Halpha. I need to keep up the hard work myself. I'm working with Dozer on ways to make ARCS a stronger organization all the way around. They also want me to take a look at the new training core. I'm busy. But I have to be if I want to keep up with you. You just watch, Dad. No matter what comes Halpha's way, I'll be here to protect it.
Hey there.
Working on something?
Oh. We were going over what happened when Vile launched his assault. The Starless appeared in force at the same time that Vile emerged from space-time.
We've never seen quite so many of them.
It was as if they were carpeting the entire planet. Fortunately, they didn't catch us unprepared.
We had been doing joint training exercises with ARCs from all over Alpha. And all that hard work paid off.
Everyone showed incredible resourcefulness when we needed it. We commanders didn't even need to give out detailed orders.
The two who really stood out in the thick of it were Aina and Manon.
Yeah, they were truly a sight to behold.
Now, Aina was moving around all over the place, leading her trainees into battle. Manon identified weak spots in our battle line and prevented it from being overrun. I didn't need to worry about anything other than defending Central City. We really owe those two.
They've both grown so much.
I know, right? I suspect that you three will shoulder the entire ARC's organization. But, as I've said, we can't simply rely on you three for everything. ARCs won't work unless every defender is capable at what they do. As long as we're at war.
We're currently putting together a framework for that. Based on our recent results, we know that the different regions can coordinate very well.
All we need to do is keep building on that coordination. We need to learn each other's tactics and figure out how best to put them to use. We also have the Lysilans, hard at work developing new equipment. And of course, we're training new ARC's defenders.
We've asked Dinah to take care of our second incoming class of recruits. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll have an army of defenders all as strong as you.
That would be a real weight off my shoulders.
Well, it's our job to help you carry that burden. It's not just Aina and Manon. Everyone is looking to you as their inspiration to keep growing. I'd like you to continue being the one who gives us hope. We're counting on you, Guardian.
Oh, you're here.
Working on something.
I guess you could say that. We're just talking about our current capabilities in Stia.
There have been no big changes to our Stia force numbers for a while. But now, with so many coming in from other regions, we need to review our situation.
Most of them are coming from Alio. We can thank Dozer and Ina for that. With their new trainees, finally running more than a skeleton crew. It's a far cry from back when we were barely scraping by.
It's only a handful, but we also have some troops joining us from Ratem.
Ratem has troops to spare.
They're also being bolstered by new members from Alio. Which, I suppose, means Alio's helping us on two fronts.
A lot of things are changing around here. People and material are moving around like never before. Things like regional allegiance may become a thing of the past. We were just talking about Stia at first, but it might be time to start looking at the bigger picture. Troops were moving around without regard for borders, even during our fight with the Starless. Although there were a few tactical issues, I thought the regions coordinated very well.
We're currently reviewing how we organize our forces based on that experience.
On that note, this means I've been traveling out of Stia more often. It also means more desk work. Less time out in the field with a weapon. Can't say I'm a fan of admin work.
May I remind you, it's highly unusual for a unit commander to always lead from the front. It would help if you could back me up on this.
Well, let me think about this for a sec. I'm not really the biggest fan of paperwork myself, if I'm being real, but I suppose admin work is part of a leader's job.
That's right.
Anyway, it's a lot better now than back when we were barely hanging on. We need to keep up the momentum. No, we need to increase it even. Which is why we still need your help. I'd like to pick your brain about some things. And you can pick mine too if you want. We're all counting on you. Oh, you're here.
Fighting is what Ark's defenders do.
You sound just like him.
You get what Arx is all about.
Ah, please.
Anyway, it's a lot better now than back when we were barely hanging on. We need to keep up the momentum. No, we need to increase it even. Which is why we still need your help.
This is an emergency transmission. We have confirmed signs of renewed Dark Falls activity.
Ah, Faria.
Preparing an interception
What brings you
operation.
here?
Please prepare to
I'm
deploy.
just out for a little walk. Vilma's always saying that alone time is important. Come to think of it, I don't think we've ever spoken to each other alone. Do you, have some time to talk right now? Until recently, we simply acted according to Zephedo's instructions. As a member of Resurgent Arcs, this reminds me of the day Manon went AWOL from her mission and came to Lucille. I did my best to think of a way to get Manon on track that wouldn't affect the experiment. But I realized that I couldn't do anything about it on my own. So I asked you three for help. It never even occurred to me that my action would result in what it eventually did. Back then, we were all basically emotionless robots, without a single original thought among us. But the people that we met here were something entirely different from that. Everyone here had distinct personalities and were full of all kinds of ideas. And even when they had conflicts, they worked together to resolve them. Thoughts are complex things, and it's difficult to predict where they'll lead. While I was monitoring Manon from Lucille, I could sense that something in her was changing. I couldn't comprehend what that change represented at the time. But since I've been here, I feel like I might finally be able to understand it. There are thousands of different ways to react to a single event. Different people can have different feelings about the exact same thing. Those reactions lead to new ideas and ways of doing things, and those things to even more new things. In time,
We learned that that's what life was.
Do you mean all the Steelans?
Well, we're all different. But we've been changing since coming into contact with all of you. At the moment, I would say that the single largest influence on us is Ilmat. He is a very interesting person. His emotions surrounding research are very straightforward. He simply follows his interests to see where they'll lead. Sometimes his methodology is a little loose, but in that sense, I suppose he's similar to Zevedo. But aside from that, I still have a difficult time figuring him out. Sometimes he'll suddenly jump up and yell while he's eating, then head to the lab. Or he'll still be sitting there researching something when he's already late for a meeting with his brothers. But I think that unpredictability is what makes him so fascinating. I'd still like to get to know you, Manon, and Aina a little bit better too, if possible. I'm hoping I can continue to grow and someday contribute something myself. Although I still have no idea what that something might end up being.
I hope you find it.
I will do my best. Though I may prove something of a bother along the way. I hope you'll continue to support me.
So she's sweating this too much. Everyone's pretty chill with her these days. Oh, that's what you give option.
Oh, hello.
Are you researching something?
Oh, I'm just out for a little walk.
I'm glad we're finally able to talk.
We learned getting the chance to talk with you like this makes me happy as well. Emotions are truly mysterious things. At the moment, I would say that the single largest influence on us is Ilmat.
Why are you here?
What's this?
We came to see Hibana.
This is where she lost her life.
The war's end still isn't in sight yet. But now, with Vile gone, it felt like a good place in the story to give her a little update. Do you have some time to join us?
Our immaturity caused Hibana's death. We just pushed our own positions without even trying to compromise. I thought everything could be solved simply through brute force and aggression.
And I was overly cautious, demanding perfection before I took action.
But it was Hibana who always stood right between us, and mediated. She'd let us argue our cases and then give her honest opinion. And it was always something that we could both agree with.
True. Somehow, what she had to say always seemed to make sense. Hibana was the balance in our relationship. She kept things stable.
And then,
Yeah. Neil Stia came and attacked Aleo. I rallied my forces at Central City and started setting up a defensive perimeter.
and I took my troops to go face him head on. But he was way stronger than our intel reports had indicated to us. I quickly ordered a retreat, but my troops were driven back and scattered. Hibana and I were there, covering their retreat. I was so focused on the dolls units I was engaging that I didn't even notice Nilstia had gone after her.
If I had stayed right next to her.
Or if I had listened to you and waited until all of our forces were deployed.
She even told me she had a bad feeling about the whole thing.
I see.
You know how this story ends. We both clung to our own ideas and went our separate ways. We kept up our work in Aleo and Stia, respectively. And that's how things were, until the three of you showed up.
You helped shake things up for us, so we could finally change. It was also a great chance to restore relationships with the regions we had lost contact with. And now we've all come together as one to fight our common enemy.
So many things have changed since those days. We came here today to tell Hibana about all that's taken place.
You're on the same page, just like she wanted.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Mary and Nadara? I almost never see you two in Aleo.
I'm here kind of a lot lately. I usually meet up with Nadra.
Indeed.
I've always been kind of hesitant to venture far outside of Kavaris. But Ina's been telling me how much fun the outside world is. And she's been taking me to all kinds of interesting places.
Same here. Ratem is much more stable now, so my responsibilities have decreased. Hadi and Jalil are taking care of things, which has led to Mary and I interacting more often.
Huh. So, how did the two of you...
It was surprising to me too. Ina told me there was someone she wanted me to meet. I was shocked to find out that it was Nadra. I was nervous at first, but we ended up really hitting it off.
Indeed, we have much in common. Her stories are all so interesting. Kavaris could not be more different from Ratem. She has also been taking me around, teaching me about the various flora and fauna.
Yeah, and Nadara's been showing me all around Retem too. Everyone there is so kind, they never hesitate to help out. I feel like I can do so much more now that I've made new friends.
You mentioned something once. You said Kavaris' climate was once temperate, like Aelio's, and that you've been trying to restore its original climate.
Mm-hmm. Renewing Kavaris to its original state was our grandpa's dream. But me and my brothers have started to appreciate it for what it is now. The fauna and flora you mentioned, for example. We've started wondering if maybe we don't need to change it back after all.
Interesting.
But we do wish it wasn't quite so hard to live there sometimes. And we'd also like to make Lost Central inhabitable again, if possible.
Of course. Let me know if I can help in any way. I would be honored.
Thank you, Nadra.
We had fine-tuned Mars to take on Vile. So it's nice to know everything went off without a hitch. We went just a little nuts with the tweaks, so I was a bit worried, to be honest.
Hold up. Did you create Mars?
No, I just came up with the idea. Everyone worked together to make Mars a reality. Not just our own Halfin scientists, but Feria and the Lycelans too.
True, but you directed things, Ilma.
I'm not very good with team projects, but I did the best I could. My original idea was basically to miniaturize Central Cannon. It's obviously a powerful weapon, but it has its limitations. So I thought, what if it was small enough to load onto a vehicle? Sure, we'd lose power, but we could make up for it with more of them. A bunch of scientists heard me talking about it with Crawford and wanted to make it happen. Then Feria jumped on board, and suddenly we had the whole Lycelan crew.
We threw around ideas, and before long, it was very different from what we started with.
Yeah, and I think it was Feria who gave us the breakthrough. She's the one who brought up the idea of making it portable, and maybe even multi-purpose. That was a pretty outside-the-box idea. I was just thinking about guns on wheels.
Right. So, in short, everyone contributed their expertise.
And Zeffetto gave us the last piece.
Zeffetto?
There was one last piece of the puzzle I couldn't find. Zeffetto gave it to us. Apparently, he was watching what we were doing while he was occupying Feria. And he left some ideas in her memory before he left. Kinda makes you think. What if he had been on our side from the very beginning, you know? It would be a completely different world right about now. But on the other hand, I guess we would have never been born, right?
Things come together, based on certain inevitabilities and random variables. It is too bad I didn't get to talk with Zeffetto more. Not only did we have a common enemy, but I genuinely respected him. Although, I know that sounds strange.
I get it. But at the end of the day, he did what he could to help us beat Vile. I look at it as if we kind of came to an understanding through this whole Mars thing. That's all I can do, right?
True enough.
Thinking about something?
Well, kind of. I was just thinking about Zeffetto. He left an awful lot of data behind. In the form of Faria's memories. Analyzing it all should shed light on a lot of mysteries. About Alpha's origin, how dolls are made. And about the Starless too, of course. That information is undeniably important. However, somehow I was hoping to learn more about Zephetto himself. He was the general of Resurgent Arcs for so long. What was he feeling that whole time? I wish I could have gotten a little insight into that. Maybe then I could have understood why I had to do the things I did. No, it's not that. It isn't that deep. I just wanted to talk more. I remember he referred to himself as our father when he spoke about our relationship. I mean, we weren't related by blood. I think he just used that word to place himself above his assembled pawns. Even still, I wish we could talk. Not about anything, just how our day went. Part of me really wants that. But why? Where does it come from?
Girl, it's because you're family.
Yeah, you may be right. Now, I'll never see him again. But I can't just let these feelings keep me from moving forward. Yes, I need to focus on putting all of this behind me and moving forward. I'll work harder for the people of Helfa than I ever have before. I have to. Thanks for always being there to listen to me. My head's back on straight now. I hope you'll keep pushing me to be my best.
You should hit a little too close to home, what the fuck.